All right, guys. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what an organic portal is, and what only organic portal and what to expect out of them and what they do. Okay, organic portals are pretty much spiritless humans. They lack spirit. They have a hive-minded animal soul, so they all seem to be connected, and they'll attack you like all at once, and then turn around and act like they didn't attack you like at all times when you bring it up to them. So you'll notice the hive. They'll come in and they'll protect one another. Then they'll turn around and talk about each other. But when they all attack you at once, you'll notice when one attacks you, it's like an algorithm. Another one will attack you if another one's around. These are I call them NPCs too. Um, anyways, they do this to irritate you. They'll attack you at multiple times like uh, like like if you're around three of them at once, like females will they'll attack you. It's like they always have each other's back. That's one thing about them is they love to do. But it's also the male also have their back, which is another organic portal. Anyway, that's part of what they'll do when they attack you. Anyways, they're also very um very judgmental. They'll judge you. They're always trying to judge everything about you. It's all about money. They don't have outside of this realm. They don't have no connection, so they're gonna always attack you for this what you're doing in this life. So they'll attack you because to drain your energy, to use your energy as a way to for them to exist. Even you'll notice that the more energy they're unable to drain from you, that they'll start having to, and your frequency will rise. They will have to immediately get out of your vicinity. Like the frequency will irritate them. So that is a good thing. However, so the more they're attacking you, the more it's going to affect you. So if you let them attack you and it works, for instance, then they're going to keep coming around you for that energy for them. And the only way to really stop is to raise your frequency to a point of where it's not able to bother you. Because once it stops bothering you, they're unable to bother you. You'll see them start to uh, come um, around you less. So one thing to stop them is just raise your frequency, do yoga, meditate, stay active. They do like to. They will attack you in your sleep as well. They'll use. You can tell that they're attacking you. Though it's like they're trying to gain a connection to you. Like once they do that, once they gain that connection to you, it's tough to shake yourself free. When you go outside, go for a walk. Um, Remember, this is all your way, their way of living even, and these are your family members. These are all people all around you. These are friends. They're all on one frequency, and you're on a completely different frequency from them. That's what happens when you are spirited and souled. We have the power to change it all. I mean, you'll see a lot of people on YouTube that claim to have this knowledge too, and some of them will have a lot of sense. But there's a lot of organic portals on here as well on YouTube that actually you'll start one way I could kind of pick them apart on here is they'll have a video and then you'll ask then you'll be in a later video and you'll come out and tell them something that it seems like they would have known, but it seems like they don't. It seems like they don't. They lack a lot of the knowledge that they're even preaching out. So I mean, I've noticed that with them. Like there's if you're targeting an individual, a lot of times you're going to be on YouTube. You're going to check into different truths. You're going to understand a lot of truths, and a lot about thing about these organic portals is you'll start to lose them with your knowledge. Like you'll start to lose them here, even on YouTube. You can kind of pick them apart. Like they spit all this truth, and then you can turn around and try to use that in like one of their lives. You'll notice that they might not be so up to gear with it. However, there is some that are probably targets on here that are definitely experiencing the same things that are spirited and souled. And outside of us, outside of the spirited or soul beings, I'm not so sure that others are even existing in a sense, because uh, just the way they act, just the way if you actually pay attention, it's like it's like when they're always actually potentially telling you a lie because they potentially don't even exist outside of you. Um, I've learned that whether that's why when you say they do this and that, we don't even know if these entities or these people are existing outside of us. It's like they might just all be trying to fit in, and even our organic portals might not. Just because their soul doesn't mean they're actually exist outside of us. Um, that's what I've noticed. That's hard to not to put your energy into because that's what I mainly see in this realm is basically it's a video game. Basically, we're very few. There's very few of us real people. Very few, if any. If any, maybe one, maybe two. I know that I'm a real. That wherever I do is seems to be real. I'm not gonna say that I'm the realist. That everyone else is fake, actually. But I know that I'm real. I know that I'm not being simulated because I'm aware of where I'm at. I do full when I'm sleeping on like that's the only time that the simulated like you would know if you're fake. I don't believe you would actually have memory of that. So it's always geared at a lie. So whenever they come around you, it's a lie. It's they don't. It's like they don't have, and it's because they don't either have any conscious because you give them conscious even when you're around. I believe that you're the only thing that gives them conscious. There's no one else really conscious besides what you'd say the chosen ones or the TIs or the spirited beings, which is us. Everything is it's something that we, even though it's not like in Mother Nature, like someone spiritual will say, well, I love Mother Nature. Well, yes, Mother Nature I do love a lot, but it wasn't like a first love for me on that. Not saying I don't love Mother Nature. I do. I love trees. I never actually, when I was young, I was actually scared of trees because I'd see like faces in them. A lot of people around me were like that too. It seemed to be like, but it's almost like I watched a lot of scary movies too. Also, had a lot of nightmares when I was a kid growing up about this place being really evil. So a lot of that was very strange to me now that I'm older. That actually a lot of those nightmares that I had as a kid seem to kind of be coming true. I remember being a kid and I had a dream. I had dreams where the people, my family members here on Earth that I do have now, would um, chase me down the street, and I would grow wings and I'd fly away, but they'd still be trying to grab a hold of me as I'm flying. I remember dreams like that. So I mean, that's another thing that you might notice: a lot of nightmares, night terrors, a lot of demons attacking you as well. Like I've had a lot of demonic attacks, strange paranormal stuff that would probably blow other people's minds. But a lot of it has to do with, I'm not going to say I haven't, I've done DMT, I've done acid, done shrooms, I've done a lot of acid as a teenager. So, I mean, but, and marijuana, but I don't do those anymore and I'm drug free. So it's not, I just happen to, it's hard when you are spiritual and sold not to fall back on that because of all the stuff that happens to you because you single-handedly get singled out no matter what. I mean, at, you might not notice it at first. I didn't when I was younger. Not that I say I didn't notice strange things, but as I got as I got older and older, when I woke up, so consider that's what they say when you waking. It's just you kind of realize that this world is just not right. It's like you just kind of when you start meditating, it's just like something just wakes you the hell up. Like that's what happened to me. Is like the world, like just when I had a meditation, the whole world just like stop. So I started noticing, the organic portals, the NPCs, or whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter. Uh, to focus on them is another, can be an addiction in by itself. I had a lot of like problems with that, not staying off not continuing my spiritual trial and just ignoring them and trying to meditate and go inside myself to raise my frequency to understand more. But I think that's what we're supposed to be doing, is raising our frequency. The reason why is you're going to irritate the organic portals around you because the entities that are controlling them, the archons, whatever you want to call them, in the astral, which is you know kind of what's controlling, what we call them. We can't see those, so I'm not going to go ahead and just point my finger on those. Put my finger on those, even though I know the names. I studied a lot. I studied a lot of spirituality, and I understand a lot of it. I understand frequencies as well. But if you guys want me to make a video on frequencies, I can do that. But anyway, um, that's a video, and I hope you guys learned a little bit of something. Anyways, peace. Yeah.